My date just told me that I was worth every penny after we had sex. I think he truly believed that he was praising me. Oh my god, talk about shooting yourself in the foot, confused face, ugh. I once slept with a guy who told me you must have been gorgeous when you were younger. I was 34. You should tell him that comment ruined everything for him. Just in case there's any confusion going forward about the status of your relationship or why he's not getting second dates with the ladies. Glad you have the self-respect to recognize this. You'd be amazed how many women whose self-esteem has been broken down or never allowed to grow that would put up with this shit. LMFAO who says this at 37 yo. What a stupid ass. Sounds like he was talking about an expensive paid service he was so happy about. What a degrading statement. Even if it was a joke, it is crude and tacky. Sometimes men be singling themselves. My boyfriend burned my late husband's beanie. Then your husband has imparted you with one final gift, the clarity and will to get rid of your toxic BF. Why are you continuing to date someone who would destroy your things in a fit of insecurity? Break up with this dude, he's dangerous. Your ex, right? Fuck that guy. I hope he's an ex-boyfriend now. What he did is unconscionable. Why are you calling him your boyfriend? He should be called your arch nemesis. That man is not sweet and kind. That is someone who is emotionally stunted in adolescence. You burned him to the extent he burned the beanie. Right? I'm against ghosting, but I think anyone would agree that's the appropriate move here. This man is dangerous. Please get out. I feel like your husband sent you a strong message. This isn't a silly fight or misunderstanding. Your, hopefully ex-BF is a threat to your existence. You will not bring him up. He will take you down with him. My two nephews are complete shitheads, so I get them gifts that are noticeably inferior to the gifts I give their cousins. So how do their parents respond to this? I know my family would just shit-talk behind our backs if we did something like this, lol. Does anyone give you problems about it? I stopped giving shithead kids gifts after one Christmas my nephew opened a present for me, threw the gift over his shoulder, and began opening other presents. Lol. Now for the icing on the cake. Leave presents from Santa Cole. I take it the one that got the basketball wasn't as much a shithead as the one that got the book, right? Today my sister was being a little bitch to everyone at our family Christmas lunch, so I didn't give her present. I'll just return those $150 shoes. So Zem8. Fully support you here and all your replies to comments. I bought 40,000 Reddit coins. What do you do for a living if I may ask? You all hiring? Lol. If what you're saying is true, that's very nice of you to do. Same, except I am too poor to spend my money on stuff like that, lol. Nice try, Reddit marketing team. Please don't give me a gold like you have done to so many others. Just here to say I like your style. Okay, blow me away. How do you buy Reddit coins? I didn't realize that it's regular Redditors giving out gold. That's mighty kind of you. That's like giving out free random momry awesome. That's like 80,000 Reddit toilet bowls. What does Reddit gold do anyways? You get a gold, you get a gold, you get a gold, everybody gets a gold. This is how I imagine you most days. So many desperate people here asking for gold. Edit. Wow, thanks for the gold, stranger. Read. Everybody here is now starting to comment just in case they get selected. I faked my resume and now I'm in the shit. This is going to be like waxing your ball sack. How closely related are your original and current majors? You're going to have to play it off. B. Watch the movie Catch Me If You Can to motivate you. Good luck. Just say you don't want to do it and you're planning on changing your major. You sound Asian. Edit. Just checked your answer to another dude. Yep, that sucks. Any chance of just finishing your major while getting a part-time job? Why the fuck did your parents pick your major instead of you? That's the problem here. I read this elsewhere yesterday, paraphrased cause I don't remember it verbatim. The older you get in life, the more you realize everyone's winging it, whether it's running a company or a family. You just try really hard and hope nothing breaks. Turn the job down, get your shit together, and do what you want with your life. Your parents do not own you. If they are using finances to control you, break it off and get a job. I'm going to break up with my fiancée today. Our wedding is next week. If this is real, then take this as a sign that Percy is still doing what he can to protect you by revealing this man as an absolute boss. Consider this a final gift from your dearly departed brother, finally opening your eyes to who your fiancé is. Is any of it salvable? Can you incorporate any of it into another wedding dress for a future wedding? I'm sorry, Op, your soon-to-be ex is trash. You're doing the right thing. He destroyed your personal property for no real reason, regardless of how important the dress is to you. If he destroyed something you got from Goodwill, you're still within your rights to leave him. Why would he rip it up? What a dick. Even when my wife of 30 years wears something not to my taste, I tell her how beautiful she looks to make her feel good and awesome. Oh, please update us on this. We are all invested now in Diego Yu and he sounds like a real fill in the blank, lol. Smiley face. Me and my girlfriend were robbed and how she acted during makes me want to dump her. I know a guy who got shot in the head during a Craigslist sale gone robbery. It was over $200. He somehow lived. But yeah, he refused to hand over the $200 item. Man, even my coach in Muay Thai back then would say that the best action if you're getting robbed is to give all your valuables. It's not worth your life, unless the robber is really determined to kill you after giving it all, then let that fist fly. Sounds like she didn't comprehend that it was a serious threat. She had a "it won't happen to me" attitude. You're lucky the mugger didn't just shoot. Tried to get me killed is probably top 5 best reasons to dump someone and never speak to them again. Surprised she didn't tell him you were going to kick his ass. She like, "Oh hell no, you ain't taking my phone. Get him, honey." Dude, I'm not with her, we just broke up. I killed my baby and my boyfriend's family hates me. What's your age currently? I would file a complaint against his sister for calling them. This seems to be a violation of HIPAA. Edited to fix my misspelling of HIPAA. I doubt that drinking aborted the baby. There are many babies born to alcoholics and addicts. My guess is that it wasn't a viable pregnancy and would have ended on its own, regardless of the alcohol. You are not a baby killer. Sometimes pregnancies spontaneously abort. I am certain he and his family are cold-hearted people. I don't think you killed the baby. Look at how many women are alcoholics and their babies survive. Or much more women consuming alcohol not knowing they're pregnant and absolutely nothing happens to the baby. It's good that you are no longer with this creepy guy. Breaking your stuff when angry is a huge red flag. What are you addicted to? Making up the worst scenarios in my head. Binge eating, my phone. Hopelessly looking for distractions from the crushing reality of my life. Hot buttered sourdough toast. I think I'm addicted to alcohol socially. Don't have any issue when not drinking, but when I am there is no just having a few. Getting loaded every time. Reddit. Endless scrolling, skull, alcohol and drugs. Coming up on 13 months sober thankfully. Swapped one addiction for another and am in the gym 6x a week now without fail. Getting back with my ex lol. Junk food. Coffee drinking, it makes me feel affection I don't get anywhere, it's like a hug to my soul. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Nicotine, caffeine. Water. Escape from Tarkov. Staying up way too late. Sugar and caffeine. Music. Solitude. My aunt hit my mother so I dragged her across the floor and punched her till she passed out. If you weren't related to this woman, would you feel as bad? A virtual stranger entered your house and assaulted your mother and you protected her. Nothing to feel bad about. If someone punched my mom I'd do the same. I would be careful. If your aunt is a poisonous woman she may be coming after you after beating the shit out of her. You did what your instincts told you to. I would have reacted the same way. Might be good to post on our legal advice to see what action you should take to protect your family in this instance. Don't want it to come back to hurt your family if your aunt decides to press charges for this. You protected your mom, good on you. Fuck your aunt. She deserves a beating. Blackout rage. I hope I'd have the same reaction if someone did that to my family. You're a hero tbh. That situation blew up. I gave a lactose-intolerant customer dairy on purpose. I'm confused as to why she called Starbucks about shitting her pants. Only reason I can come up with is that she suspects you for putting dairy in her drink, in which case, you're in trouble, and probably shouldn't celebrate. You have luck with this one but don't fucking do it again. You can kill people with it. As someone with a brother who has a dairy allergy that could kill him if he doesn't get to a hospital in time, this scares me and is really fucked up. I do not care how rude someone is to you. You do not mess with their food allergies or intolerances. You should read the just normal until you bring my daughter back. This shit is serious, you could get fired or sued. Op only responding to comments that reinforce their shit behavior. Lamau. I left the country to avoid paying child support for a kid I didn't want. Does this mean you can never visit the US anymore without risk of being arrested? So you can never come back? This comment section is a mess. Where I'm from, if you are ordered to pay child support, you have to pay back child support no matter how old the child is. It's a dollar amount that's due, not based on age. Imagine the kid reading this 15 years later. Does the US have no laws or anything to prevent this sort of thing? Like abolish all your rights as a parent or something? Wouldn't it just be easier to give up all parental rights rather than having this hang over your head legally for a long time? I'd have asked for a paternity test before fleeing the country, but I do think both people should get a choice if you use double protection. Just so people are aware, the average child support payment in the US is currently $450 per month and almost half of men don't pay anything.